That's a poster I have. I got a free poster at the theater when I saw the film. Oh shit, my iPad's speaking. Alright, chat is functional. I didn't go to this restaurant while I was in Japan. There's another one. So this channel I found. Japanese noodles, udon, soba, Osaka Nara. He did another video years ago for some it was like a truck stop place more honestly than anything else. And I went there to eat because they had big ass giant karaage or fried chicken thighs. This guy's got some meaty, what should I call it? Char siu, like roasted pork belly to go with his ramen. He also serves oversized portions of rice, whereas me, as somebody who's been being more health conscious, like, I don't need tons of carbohydrates. I don't know if there's just something about East Asian people where they can just eat tons and tons of high caloric rice and somehow not gain weight. Like, it just goes through their system and I don't know. Or maybe I'm not misthinking that Japan doesn't have an obesity problem or an overweightness problem. I didn't particularly see it while I was there in Japan, walking the street. Some kid. Fried rice and giant pieces of fried chicken. Also, something I've been hoping to catch was Sleepy streaming BioShock. Maybe I'll go back to the VOD after this tomorrow. Burn through it a bit. Because I am one of those weird people who knows what the game director Ken Levine and his team made BioShock, the first one, about. That's not what you think it's about. They have talked about it openly. Like, there's 2 articles I can point you to. And it is not something that you would, like, completely expect. Most people look at it and think, oh yeah, this is Ayn Rand libertarian paradise gone astray. Like, why? Like, it's a sort of critique of Ayn Rand objectivism, libertarianism, a world without, where government is weak. And then it eventually collapses in on itself. And it's not actually that from Ken Levine, the director's perspective himself. I'm not going to say what it is right now because it's a touchy subject on YouTube, but it is not what you think about. And you, me, and the casual viewer, unless you are some people on the in that Ken Levine is in on. I know I'm talking in circles, but it's a very touchy subject. What it's actually about. So I wonder. I doubt Sleepy will ever pick up on the hidden themes in it. But now that I've seen it, like when I go through it again, if I ever like stream myself playing that game, like I'm gonna like have to hold back and just like, oh, that's that. Oh, that's that. Well, I'm gonna go find where I put the fucking poster that I got at the movie theater. So stand by. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see. Chainsaw Man movie IMAX poster. I did not see this in IMAX. I did it Dolby Digital. Oh, found the image. So, yeah, this is more or less the picture that I got while I was in, poster that I got. The movie Reze Arc. So I think this is supposed to be like volumes 2 and 6 of the film. Yes, I'm gonna leave the guy cooking in the background. I had so much like auditory vomit going on right now. So this is actually a spoiler that happens like in the latter, like the last act of the film. And kind of like it's stupid. Like the whole point of the shark guy, who is you meet at like the very end of season 1. His whole thing is that he can swim in solid objects, and they don't really take into it because basically instead of swimming across solid objects in the latter half of the film with, as you can see here, Denji riding him using his chains as reins. Hey, that rhymed. He somehow grows fucking limbs, 4 limbs, and is crawling around like some weird ass spider creature instead of like leaning into the, oh, he can swim in basically any solid surface. I don't know if it's just like the rains make it sort of like transmogrify where he can't fully submerge or something. And it's like a point, and there's a point about like this is Denji. Our names are too similar. Not like realizing how he needs to up his powers and does it in the most obtuse way that everyone's just like, no, Denji, that's not what you're supposed to do. That's not how you upgrade yourself or how you increase your power, whatever. Oh, what is the point of this film? What is even the baseline story? Denji, still obsessed with Makima, then encounters Reze, who completely love bombs him and acts as cute, innocent schoolgirl who's just head over heels for him, and then Denji falls head over heels for her. Instinctively, but his higher level thinking is like, no, I want Makima. I want Makima. And so they have some very cute moments together, and then it's more or less revealed that she's in fact a devil man herself. She's the bomb devil. All right, I'm going to turn off the guy playing in the background. Cooking in the background. And, you know, fights ensue from there. So, in the end, Denji gets betrayed. I guess there's something to be said about, like, you know, if you let yourself be led by your heart a little bit too much, you can be manipulated. Because he completely falls for her, and then, well, it's not like he, like, particularly loses anything. He's, like, palling around with her for a couple days, and then things go sideways, but it's like, it all happens at that one point. It's not like she leads him to, like, betray all his comrades. Because any of the casualties that happened in the fights that happened thereafter, once it's revealed what she is, like, could have gone the other way if, like, she had just shown up in, like, full mask on and devil form and saying, I'm here to get Denji's heart, which was, like, the entire, half the plot of the entire plot of the latter half of the first season. Everyone wants his heart for some reason. Don't know why, yet. So, like, any of the casualties and destruction that could have happened with her could have happened without her, like, stringing Denji along. There really was no, like, maximum consequence for this, other than, like, not noticing this early enough, like, who is this crazy chick, and then, I don't know, maybe getting the drop on her. And I'm not sure it's, so, she loves Bomb Denji, and then turns out she's a devil and she has to go after his heart. That's, like, that's the plot, more or less. So going back to, so focusing on Denji, somebody pointed out on Twitter, I don't know if it was Michelle Caitlin, Dutch anonymous Twitter personality, pointed out, like, Denji is, like, barely a human. Not like in the sense that he's half devil, in that he's grown up so poor and without anything from like the first season that he's just slowly climbing the Maslow hierarchy of needs. Like, how do I get enough food? And like he'll say it like, I just work with the devil hunters because they provide me a roof, plumbing, good food, and air conditioning or whatever. And it's like, that's enough for me. Like, that's enough. He doesn't have any high level thinking of that other than trying to get now the sex. Now that he's got enough to literally survive and sustain himself, like calorically wise, food and shelter. Now he wants ass and titties. So he wants to grope breasts. He wants to kiss a girl. He wants to have sex. And he sees that he can get that with Makima if he kills the gun devil. So that's like, it's sort of more simplistic creature. And maybe you're all looking at him just like, what the hell, man? Like, why are you this like simple? But I guess that makes him an interesting character all by himself. That he is just somebody who's climbing the Maslow hierarchy of needs from having really nothing. Really nothing. That maybe even the poorest farmer in backwater China or Thailand has to a certain extent. Like, I got food, I got some shelter, so I got some other things I have to worry about, like monetary incentives. With Denji, he's just like, how do I get laid? And the answer to that is I can get laid with Makima because she'll grant me my one wish or whatever. And Makima seems fully willing to string him along. All right, back onto the show, about the show more broadly. Does anyone else pick up a sinister vibe from Makima? Like, am I the only one who looks at like her dead, cold face, her weird eyes, and her sort of like terrible powers that she has, terrifying powers, and think there's something sinister behind this bitch? Like, Reze was, you know, like, she came out eventually, but I feel like there's some great betrayal waiting to happen with Makima. I don't know if it's just like she's a tsundere character or whatever, but she seems like incredibly manipulative toward Denji. Like, I don't understand what her morals are, what her motives are, but like, I feel like she's a villainess in waiting. Like, once the gun devil happens, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like she is going to turn out to be a villain in some way later down in the series, if I ever actually keep up with it. So, action sequences at the end, maybe you can get a little bit lost in them. I swear I remember somebody saying that the movie was meant for 3D or something. Or maybe that was Tron Ares. It was meant for 3D. You know, I'm not going back to see Tron Ares. That wasn't worth the spectacle. Or it's only worth it for the spectacle, the action. Barely. Maybe not even that. This film, plenty of action, like the latter half of the film, or maybe like the latter third. It's just more or less nonstop action sequences. Fighting the bomb devil and then another devil who shows up to aid, and Denji fighting it, and then some after effects. Spoiler, like, I guess I'll finish it. Spoilers here on forward. Reze says, like, they fight. Denji sort of more or less disarms her by drowning her or something, or dragging her into water, and then there's just an after scene where it's him, her, and Beam, the shark dude, lying on him, but he's completely lying on a beach right at the waterline. He's completely out of it though, and Denji and Reze are talking. And she says, I don't care about you, Denji. You're like, I don't have all these feelings for you. I lied just to manipulate you. And then she just walks away. Then Makima gets her at the last minute. When it appears that she's going to the cafe that she was love bombing or trying to charm and beguile Denji at, where she apparently worked at. Denji was there waiting for her, and she was going to that cafe. And then Makima and the Angel Devil, as oxymoronic as that title is, get one over on her and actually disarm her. Despite her, she is like ridiculous. Reze, the gun devil, is insanely overpowered throughout the entire film. Like, her ability to just summon explosions out of nowhere is insane. She's able to lay waste to large chunks of Tokyo and her devil hunters. It's kind of ridiculous. So she has tons of blood on her hand. So if there's supposed to be any redemption arc for her, it's going to be insane. Then again, like, Denji isn't like motivated for like the goodness of humanity. He's motivated by just baser instincts. So it's not like he's like it could necessarily be a conflict for him, but maybe for the rest of society. Not that we focus too much on human suffering from these devils other than as window dressing. So perhaps there can be a Reze redemption arc. I don't know if she's still alive. Some other plot lines continue in with the show from this TV season. Aki, or I think whatever Top Knot character's name is, I think it's Aki. He's continually shedding years of his life off. I'm pretty sure at the end of season 2, it said he only has 2 years left to live. And then he shaves off more of it this time from an incident with the Angel Devil. And it's just like, he's just burning through his life. He's got nothing going on. He's just, I want to defeat the Gun Devil and I'm going to sacrifice everything I have to, including my own life. And not like, oh, I'm willing to face it and get killed. Like, I'm shaving off the time that I even have to fight the Gun Devil to keep around the people who I think can help me fight the Gun Devil. Cleo just went live. Everyone wants to stream in these same hours. I remember Tectone saying, because he was on the Unsubscribed podcast, he said like 8 to 12 in the morning is a good time to both get a North American audience and a European audience at the same time. European audience that can speak English is a great way to, that's like the opportune window to get everyone. To service both continents. Meanwhile, Wilhelmina, let's see if I can find her. What the fuck was it? Oh, Frost, that was her last name. The Frost family. Oh, she's already got a wiki page. When the fuck does she stream? She like, I swear she's in Aussie land. She's in the land down under. Collab. It's gonna happen 8 p.m. my time. How are there 893 people fucking waiting? She streamed this 2 days ago. What time was it though? 2 days ago, streamed live October 30th. It doesn't tell the time, but it's like, I wake up and find the VOD from her channel. All right, back to Chainsaw Man movie. So this is a fun movie. If you like the Chainsaw anime, which I don't say I necessarily do like it, this is just more of that in a theatrical performance. Maybe it's consolidated and has less from the manga, but you know, if you want the high-pitched action and you can get past, if you can just gel with Denji and his character as somebody who's just who has very base instincts, and that's all he's motivated by, as an exploration of that, as somebody who's just climbing the Maslow hierarchy of needs. This is a decent enough film. Plenty of action, although you have to wait for the latter half of that. It's pretty a dearth of any action. Not glitz and glamour, but action. Stuff blowing up, fighting. That doesn't happen to the like latter third of the film, or latter half. Could well be latter half. It's only a runtime 1 hour and 40 minutes. So that's 80 minutes. Was there about? I'd probably say there's more about. Is there 40 minutes of an action sequence? Basically, once the action starts, once the deceit comes through, is finally revealed, it's like nonstop action from there. With it's just action scene to action scene with little things in between. There's plenty of dialogue. It's not constant fighting, but it's non-stop action sequences after that, one after the other. No more flitting around and Denji getting his heart toyed with. Only thing I get to take away from this film is, like, don't let your heart get, like, torn around by, if you're desperate for love, your heart's gonna get toyed around by people who are willing to be dicks like that and toy with your heart. Which, that could very well be fucking me at this point. I guess I'm just not, you know, as fucking dry as my life is, so to speak. You know, if I had a Reze person come up in my life all of a sudden, like love bomb me, maybe I might just fall head over heels and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna run with it while I got it. Maybe there might be a cynical part of my brain that's just like, this is too good to be true, this is too good to be true, but, you know, maybe I'll be desperate enough to just like, yeah, it is probably too good to be true, but I'm gonna take it for what I can get right now. And if it fucking kills me later, or I end up hurt, like, oh well. Better than to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. Because the latter of that statement is about where I am right now. But enough about me being a fucking incel. Karaage. No, that doesn't. Sleepy streaming. I keep on wanting to call her Dizzy in my fucking head. So my thoughts on Chainsaw Man. The only thing I have to add in is just like, does anybody else get a sinister vibe from Makima? I just don't trust this bitch. Like, I don't know if like that's not it for the rest of the film, but I feel like there's something sinister behind her. Alright. Let me yap on Twitter. Oh my god. Holy shit, stop. Ugh. Okay, I got a stable fucking browser. Oh, immediately Clash report. Oh. This was a bad one. U.S. Ambassador Mike Waltz delivered a fiery defense of U.S. embargo on Cuba at the UN. Mid-speech, Cuban Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez interrupted him. Mr. Waltz, this is the UN, not a signal chat. From that scandal from the very onset. Like, we haven't had any fallback. Like, there's a lot of drama that was happening under the waves at that, and people were trying to make a lot more of what that was. But everyone's, like, moved on. Government shutdown predominates.
They undermine democracies in our hemisphere.
I'm very sorry to interrupt, but there's a point of order from Cuba.
Sure. Madam President,
Yes, we have to give the floor to the point of order and the representative of Cuba.
Cuba.
Artículos 71 y 60.
In 61 and 68 of the rules, the permanent representative of the United States is not only lying, substantively deviating from the subject, but is also grossly and expressing against his president, against the dignity of the Assembly and the member states. He is doing so in an uncivilized, crude, and gross way that is not acceptable in this democratic forum.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I don't care.
Mr. Waltz, this is the United Nations General Assembly. It is not a signal chat, nor is it the House of Representatives.
I'm smirking. You can't see. My model's not tracking here properly, but that was a decent burn. That was a decent Cuban W there. Fuck, where is this face? This fucker. This is like some half black guy from Sweden, but he is like staunchly anti-American. Darn it. Where the fuck was it? He's not gonna gloat on that shit. He's constantly predicting constantly predicting American downfall. Like back when the LA riots were happening, he like posted out something like saying, I'm on the side, I'm joining the war on communist jihadism, on the side of communist jihadism. What's he tweeting about? Subprime auto delinquencies in the United States surpassed the rates from 2009. That's not good. You probably shouldn't be giving out those loans in the first place. Like subprime means like these people are probably not going to be able to pay it back. That's what you should read subprime as meaning. The fuck is going on here? Oh, that's something interesting. Trump say that, how long ago was this? This was yesterday afternoon. Trump say that he will not meet with Viktor Orban and will not ease anti-Russian sanctions so that Hungary can continue purchasing Russian oil. Your response to Viktor Orban's statement that you requested an exemption from American sanctions against Russian oil. He did indeed request an exemption. We did not grant it, but he asked. Viktor is my friend. We asked him for an exemption. What else? First, he throws Orban under the bus with Russian summit in Budapest, which was Trump's idea in the first place. Now this. How did he throw Orban under the bus? Like, the meeting didn't happen because Orban scuttled it. It's like, I want to hold a summit in Budapest. We got it. The Russians aren't willing to play ball with me, or the Ukrainians, or whatever. It's not going to happen. Like, how does that fuck over Hungary? He was just offering to be the meeting place. What, a little bit lack of prestige? Like, that's not his fault that the proposed Buddhist summit didn't happen. What did Kissinger say about, oh yeah. Yeah, everyone's thinking about that phrase. I was talking about it yesterday or Wednesday. To be a friend, to be an enemy of America is bad, but to be a friend of America is fatal. What's this guy? So basically, Trump does everything he can to please those in Europe who campaigned against him. Macron, Starmer, von der Leyen, people who are probably very pro-Ukraine, and betrays a rare actual political allies he's had, e.g. Orban, at home. He campaigns against actual America firsters, while Thomas Massey and MTG, not going to say that. I don't know, it's like he's come out of Marley Taylor Greene. She's just become anti-Israel, but I don't think... What has Trump said against MTG as of late? That isn't just on the Israel issue. Massey was also obstructionist on the issue of the big beautiful bill. The big point of that is getting extra funding to ICE, Border Patrol, and funding the mass deportation program. As far as I know, MTG voted for that. Maybe she had some gripes about it, but she voted for it. I think the only people who didn't vote for the one big beautiful bill were Massey and like Chip Roy. No, it wasn't Chip Roy. It was somebody else who did it on like fiscal conservative grounds. So Marley Taylor Greene, she's going off on her own thing, becoming like anti-Israel now. But I don't think she's outside the MAGA fold at this point. And Thomas Massey, he's just being, he's not America first either. You're just like totally focused on the Israel issue. Like, I like Massey in that he's like, you know, the one crazed libertarian candidate out there, but at some point, like, immigration is more of an issue than fiscal conservatism. So, all right, this is all about Fuentes out there. So, all right, what's his face here isn't going to, didn't get a word in eyes. What the fuck is this? There's more zinc, maca, what the fuck is this? All this shit. She'll find out soon enough. Zinc. What the fuck? Historic photo. Polish commie begging Stalin to be friends. Katya in 1939. What the fuck? What is this from? This isn't real. What the fuck? The fuck is, what the hell is this chain? Why am I here? Historic photo. This looks like, this can't be real. Is this like some Polish mercenary who actually went and joined up in the fight for Ukraine is now about to get it? You Croyd sycophants are just so fucking weird, dog. If they weren't busy getting their asses handed to them by Russians on the battlefield, they'd straight up murder people in their host nations. I'm starting to think Ukraine renters, like this Canadian, aren't actually really paid with money. They're just paid with Russian child porn through Telegram. I am so confused what the fuck is going on here. Wait. Tim Horton day drinker, and then this is you retweeting something about some fan art. I am so confused what's going on here. Filipino, defending Ukraine's reputation, insinuating Zagers produced child porn for payment. This could be better what the fuck? Alright, I need to get off this fucker's channel. What the fuck? Trump threatens help Nigeria aid and send troops against Christian persecutors. I know there's like something concerned about Christian persecution in Nigeria. Persecution of Christians. Somebody I follow on Instagram, I tried to find it last stream, was talking about this. I mean, we've been having like spec op troops working in West Africa all this for like decades now, and nobody really gives a shit about it because it's like, you know, once you're like calling up a full National Guard unit to mobilize them and send them to like Iraq, that's when people get antsy. But if you're sending the special forces like this, I think most people, modern people, accept that we have like special elite units that we do send around to train and help out and fight in far-flung areas, and most people are okay with that because it's not masses of body bags. It doesn't lead to masses of body bags coming home. All right, who the fuck is Miles Turner? I don't want to know. Let's go to Clash Report. Where did I even leave off? I was scrolling through Telegram during the previews. Something about Tanzania is the last one I saw. David Barak or... Yeah. Yeah, oh, this is the last one I saw. Tanzania Election Commission declares President Samia Suluhu Hassan. Hassan is a very Muslim name. Tanzania is, let me see how... This is not, this is Kenya, is it not? No, oh wait, that's Kenya, that's Uganda, this is Tanzania? Man, my brain was warped. Alright, they're not too far. Oh, that's where the Zanzibar was. This is where the country of Oman. Oman actually colonized the coast of Tanzania here. In fact, like the Sultan was living out of Zanzibar at some point. Dar es Salaam, Mombasa, so... Yeah, actually, what was it? No, Malawi's the weird-ass one that's super small. This one over here. That's like cut up against the side of this lake, and it's like more tall than it is wide. But even Mozambique now has like ISIS militants in it, so yeah, Tanzania having... Islam spreading further and further south in Africa. Berlin airport shut over drone alert. Was it the Russians again? Let me zoom out a bit. Multiple drones grounded flights at Berlin Brandenburg Airport for nearly 2 hours, disrupting thousands of passengers and diverting 20+ planes. My dad's a pilot, but he mostly sticks to the Western Hemisphere. I don't think he's done anything since like his 777 days. He now does 737s only. He constantly goes to Puerto Rico. Not Puerto Rico, Costa Rica. That's like one of the regular flights he hits. I'm just wondering when this is gonna happen. I should probably ask him. Let me, like, get that, find that tweet. I'll ask him. Clash Report, no, Clash Report. I'm gonna text it to him and say, have you ever been diverted because of drone? We'll see if he answers. But yeah, it's like I'm just assuming it's the Russians at this point. They're just trying to fuck with the Europeans, and again, I don't get it. Like, they're not backing down. They are committed to backing Ukraine. So it's just going to engender more hostility to them. All right, Taiwan commissions its first U.S.-made M1A2T Abrams battalion, marking a 2.2 billion milestone in its Army modernization. 108 tanks will be delivered through 2026 to replace aging CM1 and M60A3 fleets. Oh, wow. You know, like, having lots of tanks isn't, like, necessarily the most important thing for, like, an island like that, but... Or maybe it is. So, you know, when Taiwan, I don't think about tanks. I do think about their Air Force, which is important. France ready to supply Rafale jets to Ukraine. All right, so now that we've, like, broken the dam, broken the seal on sending modern fighter jets to Ukraine, I guess the French are going after. France signals readiness to supply Rafale jets to Ukraine as Kiev pursues a three-fighter strategy built around the F-16, Gripen, EF, and Rafale to rebuild its fleet of 250 jets. How many did they lose, like, in the initial invasion? So, I guess that's a Rafale. It's got dual, it looks like it's got dual intakes on either side, so. Tanzania, although Samia Suluhu Hassan has been declared the winner of the election, protests in the country continue today. They did say that she won with 98% of the votes. Doesn't sound right. They can't even make it, like, some African countries, when they fudge elections, they can't even, like, do it right. Like, you know, make it believable. Armed forces intercepted suicide drones launched by UAE-backed RSF militias targeting Ruamba and North Kordofan earlier this morning. Where the fuck is this? It's in Sudan. Of course it is. Wow, where is that a road or is that the... No, that's a road. All right, so there's El Fasher over here, which fell. So now they're, like, focusing on here. I swear, like, the RSF, like, controls all up to here, and then the Sudanese government controls all the way out here. Jebel Oda and Port Sudan. I've been down there a couple times in Total War Rome 2. I like desert out here. I don't know what I'm looking at. All right, back to the news. Sudan Doctors Network. Arrival of 642 displaced persons from El Shafer to Al Daba area in northern state. Where's that in relation to... Well, there's an airport there. Were some people flown out? That's on the other side of the country. So this is the Al Daba area. If this is what it is. Or, no, this is Ad Daba. That was Al Daba. So I don't know if that's an area in northern state. So maybe they were airlifted out of there. Colombia to take U.S. attacks on Caribbean to the UN. President Gustavo Petro says recent U.S. military operations in the Caribbean and Pacific are illegal under international law. Try and fight us, bastards. Go ahead, try. We have veto over anything that's happening there. Yeah, maybe look, I don't care about international law. Fuck this shit. Like, I'm not in principle against us in principle using military force to get rid of fucking Maduro. I'm just concerned what the after effects are going to be. Like, are we going to have, like, broad state collapse even beyond what is already going on in Venezuela? Can we build up a state from the ashes of the Maduro regime. Because again, what is it? And find this guy. What was his name? All source news. This guy. Sure, follow. Oh, Patrick Fox. I haven't seen him in a while. I think he's busy because he actually got a job or something. All right, so October 31st, crime intel, world crime intel. Colombia, in a coordinated operation with U.S. agencies, the Navy seized that much cocaine from a fast boat in the Pacific. The crew, 2 Colombians and 1 Ecuadorian, were intercepted after a U.S. aircraft detected suspicious movement. The vessel contained 93 carefully wrapped packages, 700 gallons of fuel, and advanced navigation communications gear. Despite attempts to evade capture, the sections were brought to Buenaventura Port, where the tests confirmed the cocaine haul. So what is this? Appears that the sanctions against President Petro hasn't halted cooperation between both countries. Yeah, I was watching Peter Zeihan. He did a video about like the sanctions on Petro. Because as far as I understand it, we're only sanctioning Petro as an individual, not the Colombian state itself. Which is usually the thing that we do, which is like we don't like broadly sanction an entire country. We keep on sanctioning tons and tons of their personnel, their government agencies, and all other things. And people in particular. So there's something to be said, like what Zeihan was saying in his video, that Petro is very much fighting against like the Colombian state, which has been broadly like, you know, right of center for like, you know, decades at this point. So he's like a real aberration in the, him and his left-wing populism are a real aberration for Colombia. So he's very much fighting against the state, the Colombian deep state. So, and like when back in the beginning of this year, when we sanctioned the shit out of tariffed the crap out of Colombia because they objected to taking back Colombians in their in military aircraft, like Petro was like, this is against the dignity of the Colombian people. And then he immediately had to cave. He himself didn't even come out and announce that they were doing it. He had like lackeys underneath him announce that they will accept deportees in military flights or however America wants them in exchange for the tariffs to be lifted. So Petro is making all this noise while president, but he seems to like not have full control of the Colombian state at this point. And I'm going to say that's for the best. Drone footage showing a convoy of up-armored vehicles belonging to Chamuca CDN. Is that a Mexican cartel being attacked by Los Roqueros of the Metros, likely in a border area of Nuevo Leon and Tampuluyas. That's in Mexico. So yeah, this is about. All right, so drones are now, the cartels are using drones against each other. So a conflict with them on the Mexican border or into Mexico could be hairy if they start using drones. All right, so whatever. This guy, when he was on Preston Stewart, he talked about how like Venezuela barely has a functioning state apparatus anymore, and it's more like an agreement between various gangs. Some run the prisons, some do this, some do that, and like the Maduro regime is just like something that keeps them together. Is like what balances them all out somehow. So that is my concern with Venezuela. It's just like Maduro can go. I don't care about us violating the sovereignty of another country. If it's in our interest to like get rid of one regime and put in another for our benefit, I'm all for it. Fuck your sovereignty. Sorry, Venezuelans. I've got bigger concerns. I have my own concerns to watch out for. And if violating your sovereignty is something I have to do to make America a better place, then I will do it. I will try to be as bloodless as possible about it, but ultimately, I care about America more than I care about your country. And I got the power to affect your country more so than you do have the ability to affect mine. My 2 cents. And I don't give a shit about international law, which is a facade altogether. All right. So, literal fields of death outside El Fasher, Sudan. Drone footage confirms the objects seen from space were bodies, civilians, not soldiers. They were trying to flee UAE-backed RSF militia genocide. Oh, God. Like, I'm so unfamiliar with, like, what's going on in, with the ethnic groups in Sudan. I know there's, like very Africanized, like, Arab people towards the north who like more in common with like Egyptian Arabs, and the further south you get, the more you get into Nilotic people who are like rather dark skinned. It's sort of like ashy to the point that there's like a weird whitish hue to them. Oh, this is just crowds of people running away from the city, and I guess trucks falling out behind them to kill them all. Yeah, that is just a mass of people. They're very disparate and spread out. Well, if I can show this, this isn't too bad. So there's cars chasing, and then there's just people running. This isn't particularly gruesome as far as I can tell. Yeah, there's just hordes of people running. Wait, stay still for a second. Yeah, you can just barely see. They're all running away. Fucking disturbing, man. But nobody cares about Sudan. Multiple nations urge evacuation from Mali. The fuck is going on in Mali? All right, hold up. Let's take a look here. Mali Civil War map. Is there even in a civil war? What's going on in Mali? This is from 2021. This is back from 2020. Oh yeah, this is the country that had the coup against like the French-backed regime. So I don't know what the Azawad movements and pro-government militias and the Malian army. So what? They're falling back now. Citing escalating fuel crisis and deteriorating security conditions. So I don't even know where the front line in Mali even is at this point. All right, Polish fighter jets intercepted a Russian reconnaissance aircraft. This fucking thing. This is a reconnaissance aircraft. That's no SR-71 Blackbird. Aircraft over the Baltic Sea for the third time in a week after it flew without a flight pan and its transponder off. For a third time in a week. Like, if the Russians aren't attacking, they're just doing this to agitate the Europeans. It's only agitating them against them. Ukraine battles encirclement in Donetsk. Street fighting in Pokrovsk intensifies as Russian forces, backed by drones and heavy artillery, push to seize their strategic Donetsk hub while Ukraine struggles to hold its defensive line. The battle outcome could determine the control of Ukraine's eastern Donetsk. I saw somebody doing analysis like saying that if they take it, there's like a straight line to one troop to one city and then another one, which is like the main artery, logistics artery for the entire Donetsk front to get this point. So if Pokrovsk falls, I don't know, maybe we'll see a collapse of the entire Donetsk front. You know, cynically and tragically, maybe if like Ukraine actually loses all of Donetsk province at this point, maybe they'll be willing to settle because it'll be a fait accompli at that point. It'll be like, and then maybe the Russians will like, you know, say like, no, you can't, it's not that you don't hold the territory, you have to give up the territory for us to physically control. You have to recognize it as Russian territory, which is like a line that they won't cross for some reason. Like they need Ukraine to like amend their constitution about like ceding no ceding territory to acknowledge that it is now Russian territory, which may be like too much for them to ask. Greece's defense minister claims Turkey has over 1 million drones. Also, citing reports that Ankara now accounts for roughly 60% of global UAV exports. Turkey is a rising power. And yeah, Greece is like probably concerned about that. Democratic Republic of Congo, at least 12 civilians killed and several homes burned in 3 attacks by ISIS-linked ADF rebels in North Kivu between two... Where is Kivu? Where is that? What? God damn it. The fuck, you can't find the city of Kivu? There's Lake Kivu, Kibue. That's all the way up there. Where is Kivu? North Kivu. Bukavu. Ishiro. What is this name? Bumba, Gema, Bangui, Kivu. There's Kinshasa. That's the capital. I remember that place. I have no idea where Kivu is. In North Kivu. Alright, DR Congo. New clashes reported between M23 rebels and Wazalendo in Buabu, North Kivu. Let's see if we can find this place. That's the M23 rebels, not Rwanda back. Buabo, North Kivu. Buabo, not fucking. Alright, what the fuck? Man, some of these places just don't exist. Wow. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to even figure out anymore where this is. U.S. President Trump claimed that thousands of Christians are being killed in Nigeria, saying Christianity faces an existential threat in the country and declaring Nigeria country of particular caution. Nigeria's Ministry of Foreign Affairs denied the claim, stating that no genocide has ever occurred in Nigeria and reaffirming the U.S. remains a close ally. So what the fuck? Like, as far as I understand it, like, Nigeria is predominantly Christian to the south and they control the country, but what, they're trying to pretend like ISIS, Islamic militants in the north of the country aren't massacring Christians or something? Like, I don't know, like, you know, maybe they're just like, lean into it, alright. Like, we may lose some prestige from admitting that we're fucking getting genocided out here, but maybe we can get some help. Religious freedom. We remain committed to our resolve to tackle violent extremism that is fueled by special interests who have helped drive such decay and division in our countries across the intersecting West African and Sahel regions. We mourn all the victims of violent extremism and salute our armed forces as they continue to fight against vicious but cowardly foes. The federal government of Nigeria will continue to defend all citizens irrespective of race, creed, or religion. Like America, Nigeria has no option but to celebrate the diversity that is our greatest strength. Nigeria is a God-fearing country that we respect faith, tolerance, diversity, and inclusion in accordance with the rules-based international order. My God, they are so neoliberal pilled, it's like disgusting. The U.S. has been, and we trust always remain an ally, close ally, so they're not exactly like denying it. But I don't know, it sounds like, reading it sounds like they're just trying to say, it's not that bad, bro. Burkina Faso. I have no idea. Jenim claims to have captured an army outpost in Pensa. Burkina Faso. God damn it. Like, I click here, I highlight, and it's like... I think it's a pretty small nation. Yeah, it's right there. Where's Pensa? Sudan, UAE-backed RSF drone struck an aid center for displaced persons in Kadugli, South Kordofan, killing 5 children. It's more horror, torture porn, horror porn out of Sudan. Indonesia's Ministry of Defense denies reports of a 9 billion J-10 jet deal. So that's Chinese planes. Saying the evaluation of Chinese, Western, and regional aircraft continues under President Prabowo's review. Okay? Multiple nations urged evacuation from Mali. Several countries ordered citizens to leave Mali amid Mali's worsening blockade. US, Japan, Australia, and Canada began rapid embassy evacuations, power cuts, and market collapses, followed by as fuel supplies stopped. Fuel blockade and breakdown. Jenim fighters stopped more than 40 tankers near Kayes and Nara from getting to... Oh, alright, let's see if I can find this place. Wow, what the fuck just happened here? Alright, that place seems to be a place I can find. So there's Kayes. Where's that in relation to the rest of the fucking country? Okay, so Mali is like particularly landlocked, so they have to import fuel through like Senegal out here. So like I thought like all the fighting was out all the way out up here. And then it's like fighting into here to get to the capital of Bamako. But no, the fighters are out here as well and able to have been able to do that. Now where's what was the other place? And Nara, which is also a prefecture in Japan. Where's Nara? There are kids screaming outside. There's Kita. Kati, Bamako. Is it to the south here? No. See, it wants me to go to Nara, Mali. Oh, I found it. Human settlement. Yes, that's a bare minimum. So what, they got an oil line coming down from Mauritania, from what, like Morocco or Algeria? So these two places are like totally starving Bamako at this point. Fuel deliveries to Bamako collapsed, power stations shut down, markets went dark, long queues stretch outside empty stations, food and transport costs doubled in 1 week. Routes into Niger and Burkina Faso are under constant attack. Niger. Convoys risk ambush on every corridor. Analysts say the blockade now serves as a weapon of control, not pressure. Diplomats warn Mali's prices could ignite a wider Sahel collapse. And more refugees. The lure of heist suspects face judge in Paris. Suspects linked to the last month's 102 million jewelry heist at the Louvre Museum appear before a judge in Paris court on Saturday. U.S. envoy Tom Barak. Lebanon is a failed state. Okay, there's no central bank. The banking system is a bust. I mean, if you're a libertarian, having no central bank is like a paradise on fucking earth at this point. There's no electricity. People rely on private generators. Oh, more of a libertarian paradise. For water and education, you need private providers. Again, a libertarian's fucking wet dream. So what's the state? The state is Hezbollah. In the south, Hezbollah provides water education. It has 40,000 soldiers. The, what is it? LAF, Lebanese Armed Forces, has 60,000. But Hezbollah soldiers make 20,000 a month. LAF soldiers make 275. Where the fuck is Hezbollah getting this money from? Iran? Hezbollah has 15 to 20,000 rockets and missiles. LF soldiers have old Jeeps and AK-47. What's happening here? Oh my God. Oh, he's just ragging on Lebanon. Jesus. Hold on. Let's turn that down because like the audio on that sucked. It was super low. Tom Barak. The Gaza ceasefire wouldn't have happened without Turkey. He is ambassador to Turkey, so I guess he's got to glaze Turkey and Erdogan a bit. Its ties with Hamas, not declaring them a terrorist group, helped push the final holdouts to agree. Israel fears Turkey's role due to rhetoric between Erdogan and Netanyahu, each accusing each other of expansionist aims. They both do. Syria is now like the nearest thing that Turkey would like to expand into. Expansionist, though neither is true. I disagree. There's plenty of elements in Israel that would like to expand, like take all of Gaza, take the West Bank, and maybe even further. For now, everything stands still. Turkey will be a participant. U.S. envoy Tom Barak, discussions with the SDF are going amazingly well. We're very close to having an alignment. Like, what, 2 months ago, it looked like the Civil War was going to fire up again. If the momentum holds and the teams keep progress in Gaza, soon there will be a trade deal between Turkey and Israel. Really? Okay. Turkey and Israel will not be at war with each other. It's not going to happen. And the U.S. becomes a far more distant player. Maybe. Maybe it could. Since the fall of the Ottoman Empire, everything that the West has done has been a mistake. No, I'm not going to even try hearing that out. Sudan armed forces carried out rocket strikes against positions of UA-backed RSF militias. Is that a rocket on the back of that fucking car, truck, whatever it is? That looks older than a fucking Hilux. That looks like 1950s shit. Oh, did they already fire the missiles? Oh, there they go. Everyone's on their cell phone recording. They fired 2 missiles. Okay. Go Sudan Armed Forces, go. You seem to be the lesser of 2 evils. Although I haven't heard anything particularly bad about the SAS as of late. Pete Hegseth, China has unlawfully claimed jurisdiction over waters that are not theirs and attempting to regulate and limit peaceful military actions by other nations. It's like a 4-star in the background. What is this? Is it Malaysia? Yeah. I don't disagree with this statement. Hegseth to ASEAN, so what was it? Alliance of Southeast Asian nations, Association of Southeast Asian nation members. We must ensure that China is not seeking to dominate you or anybody else. All right, so he's just reassuring all like the Southeast Asian nations that we got you against China. Armenia is set to buy 8 to 12 upgrades Su-30 Mk1 MKI fighter jets from India, marking India's first ever export of newly built combat aircraft. These $2.5 billion arms deal aims to counter Azerbaijan's growing JF-17C fleet. So Russian planes versus, that's what the Su, that's got to be like, I'm guessing India has like some production deal where they can build their own Sukhoi 30 MKIs in India. Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara is expecting to visit Washington soon, possibly discuss joining the U.S.-led coalition against ISIS. Ugh, God, to what the extent the fucking ISIS even exists at this point. Breaking, Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara will visit Washington on November 10th, 9 days from now, to meet Trump, the first ever visit by a Syrian leader to the White House. General Kane met with Israeli Chief of Staff Eyal Zamir. Kane from what? Is he like the new CENTCOM commander? Man, every general is fucking pudgy these days. Oh well. Is this video not supposed to have audio? No, it doesn't look like it. It's not supposed to have audio. Barack, that was a retweet. Jinim claims to have killed 7 soldiers and wounded 3 in an IED attack between Segala and Kayes yesterday. All right. Retweets. Trump, my G2 meeting with President Xi of China was great great one for both our countries. This meeting will lead to everlasting peace and success. Don't get your cart before the horses, Trump. Trump on Seth Meyers. No talent, no ratings, 100% anti-Trump, which is probably illegal. He really just doesn't like these late night comedians, and he refused to let them down. To let this go. Seth Meyers of NBC may be the least talented person to perform live in the history of television. In fact, he may be the worst to perform live or otherwise. I watched his show the other night for the first time in years. In it, he talked endlessly about electric catapults on aircraft carriers, which I complain about as not being as good as much less expensive steam catapults. On and on he went, and truly deranged. Really, Seth Meyers decided to bring up launching equipment on U.S. aircraft carriers. Why does NBC waste its time and money on this guy? No talent, no ratings, 100% anti-Trump, which is probably illegal. We don't have the fairness doctrine anymore, so then again, there's something to be said. The fairness doctrine probably allowed the state to like enforce an Overton window, more or less, on U.S. news media. Who decides what are the balances of each side? And it's probably, you know, First Amendment breaking. Trump threatens Nigeria with military action. If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country guns a-blazing to completely wipe out Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs that attacked our cherished Christians, warning the Nigerian government better move fast. I'm gonna say no. Like, no, I don't want military intervention in Nigeria. I don't want military intervention in, that, like, if this has to happen, it should be, like, backroom discussions. Like, all right, we're gonna send, like, some special op teams, and we're gonna bring some aircraft in, and we're gonna do a strike thing to hammer the fuck out of these guys that you can't seem to handle, these Islamic terrorists, and then we're gonna leave. Pete Hegseth, following President Trump's historic meeting with Chairman Xi in the South China Sea, I just spoke with Trump, and we agree the relationship between the United States and China has never been better. I disagree. Following President Trump's historic meeting with Chairman Xi in South Korea, I had an equally positive meeting with my counterpart, China's Minister of National Defense, Admiral Dong Yun, in Malaysia, and we spoke again last night. The Admiral and I agree that peace, stability, and good relations are the best path for our two great and strong countries. As President Trump said, his historic G2 meeting set the tone for everlasting peace and success for the U.S. and China. The Department of War will do the same, peace through strength, mutual respect, and positive relations. Admiral Dong and I agree that we should set up military-to-military channels to deconflict and de-escalate any problems that arise. We have more meetings on that coming soon. God bless both China and the USA. So he's just echoing the boss, more or less. I'd like to think this is going to happen, but I got a feeling China's just like going to pull the rug on us or something. Yes, sir. Oh, God. Yes, sir. The killing of innocent Christians in Nigeria and anywhere must end immediately. The Department of War is preparing for action. Either the Nigerian government protects Christians or we will kill the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. Do we have the infrastructure to do this ourselves? Like, no, I'm going to counter signal this. No, I don't want intervention in Nigeria. Oh my God. All right, I've been going for an hour, but it's only like 8. Anybody got some comments on this stuff since it was last night I talked about? So there's Hegseth, rapid response where he said, President Trump has threatened to send troops to Nigeria with his order to prepare for action. She's giving me a clap emoji, so I guess Loomer's on board with it. Who the fuck is Riley Moore? Where's he from? West Virginia. Mountain Mama, take me home. Now, President Trump has provided forewarning that if you do not correct the current state of inaction on stop the killing of our brothers and sisters in Christ, like, all right, Colin Rugg. President Trump threatens, anybody counter-signaling this? Protect Christians. All right, so this is just Naga grifters. This is like anybody else who's willing to counter-signal them. God damn it. Visegrad's glazing this. Dom Lucre. What the fuck? Iconic rapper Nicki Minaj just officially endorsed President Trump after publicly thanking him on X for defending the Christians that are facing Well, Trump's got a thing for black rappers, seeing how much he likes to bail them out when they get in trouble internationally. Trump threatens to wipe out Islamic terrorists in Nigeria if the killing of Christians continues. Trump posts crazy stuff like this at times when he feels like he's not getting enough attention and wants people to start talking about him again. It's strange narcissistic behavior. Now, I think just like people are like the right people to talk about this issue got his ears, so now he's just like, I'm going to make it an issue. Maybe they've been talking on this issue. I don't know. Nigeria is like so far off an issue in most Americans' head. I don't know, like, it's... If they've been cooking up something behind on this, maybe there's some like deeper strategy that Trump aligned people are thinking of, like how we can align Nigeria with American interests by pressuring them on this issue. And maybe this was just like the, the genocide of Christians, quote unquote, in Nigeria is just like the catalyst issue to start something. What the fuck? The peace president who says he deserved a Nobel Peace Prize is insanely threatening to attack and invade Nigeria. Not the Nigerian government, but to attack the members of to attack Islamic militants. So this is wrongfully misinterpreting it. Trump wants to act in Nigeria in the way that the Nigerian government won't. Not like he wants to attack the Nigeria in and of itself or its government. Daughtry. All right, nobody's like going against like counter signaling this. 2 men arrested after train stabbing hospitalizes 10 in. Oh yeah, just another horror story out of Britain. It's just like nonstop, like every other week, some horror story. Some guy gets stabbed randomly by an asylum seeker, or somebody who's been here who got off the boat a decade ago, or something. All right, Obama rallies thousands for Spanberger and Virginia governor race. All right, we'll see what happens in these off-year elections. So it should be Tuesday. We're gonna have something. I already voted early for a bunch of things that are happening in. Why is Matt Getz trending? Bunch of amendments in Texas I spoke about. Please help these. Oh, he's just glazing the same shit. Whatever. All right. Does OSINT Defender have anything to say? Anything new as of late? Whatever. U.S. President Trump announces in a post earlier on Truth Social that he instructed the Department of War to prepare for possible action against Islamic terrorist group Boko Haram, ISIS, in Nigeria, stating we may very well go into that now disgraced country guns a-blazing. Who are killing. Does he truly think the U.S. would just be able to go in and wipe out Boko Haram and ISIS in Nigeria? The Nigerian armed forces and the African Union, with the direct support of the United States and Europe, have been trying to do just that for 2 decades with only minimal success. You think fighting terrorists and guerrilla troops in deserts and mountains of Afghanistan was bad? Just wait until you're fighting them in the jungles, lowland forests, and rainforests of Nigeria. I'm pretty sure Nigeria doesn't have rainforests, especially not in the area that they're fighting. Like, Nigeria is part of the Sahel, which is like grasslands north of the Congo Basin. So let me track that. How much rainforest? Rainforest and jungle does have. God, I'm so hungry right now. Spans approximately the vegetation zones include savannas in the north, transitioning to tropical rainforests, often referred to interchangeably with jungle in colloquial terms in the south, particularly the Niger Delta and cross river regions, rainforest region. Total forest 23 land, 23%. Includes all forest type, rainforest, mangroves, and drier woodlands defined by land at least 10% tree canopy cover. Rainforest and jungle coverage. Rainforests make up about southern ecological zone, historically covering 25 to 30% of the country. However, due to rapid deforestation, the remaining intact primary rainforest is now estimated to be less than 5% of the original. Okay. Is the rainforest area of Nigeria where the Islamic militants are operating? Islamic. Now, the primary rainforests of Nigeria concentrated in the southern regions, such as the Niger Delta and Cross River State, are not where Islamic militants like Boko Haram, also known as JAS or Jamaat al-Sunnah al-Dawla al-Jihad. I got like 5% of that. Or its splinter group ISWAP, Islamic State West Africa Province, predominantly operate. These groups' activities are overwhelmingly focused on Nigeria's northeastern states, particularly Borno, Yobe, Adamawa, which fall within the drier Sudan, Savannah, and Sahel ecological zones rather than the humid tropical rainforests. So, I'm not going to comment, but that's like, no. Like, I had an understanding that Nigeria is not like African, Central African rainforest. There's the Sahel transition from desert to savanna territory to maybe rainforest towards the coast, where there's more water, where the water flows, to down the deltas. So yeah. U.S. President Donald J. Trump announces in a post earlier on Truth Social that he has instructed the Department of War to prepare. All right, here, cover that. Quad entrance of Golden Sun. An explosive device was intentionally detonated Saturday morning on the 4th floor of the Golden Sun building at Harvard's Longwood Medical Campus in Boston, Massachusetts, according to a statement released today from Harvard University Police Department, the Harvard Commission. Reports that an explosion occurred shortly before 3 a.m., with the responding officers observing 2 individuals fleeing the building. Boston Fire Department arson unit responded. The incident determined the explosion to be intentional while sweeping the building and finding no other devices. HUPD is actively investigating the incident with local, state, and federal authorities. Okay, I hadn't heard about that. Somebody tried to bomb part of Longwood Medical Campus in Boston, part of Harvard. Didn't know that was a thing. U.S. Central Command published footage from October 3rd captured U.S. Air Force MQ-9 Reaper surveillance drone operating over Gaza Strip as part of American-led Civil Military Coordination Center, showing militants, likely members of Hamas, attacking and looting an 8 truck traveling as part of a humanitarian convoy delivering needed assistance from international partners to Palestinians in Khan Yunis. Oh yeah, I saw that earlier. All right. Now we got a cruiser. All right. Anything happening in Japan? No updates since the last one. Yeah. Does RN Uni have anything? Nope. Still gloating over some Halloween special Oshinoko thing. Yeah, this is October 3rd. All right, so no new news out of Japan. All right, probably time to end all this bullshit and actually break out Europa Universalis 5. So let me get to stream. Nobody on Twitter is watching. The bots are all gone. Say next week, but it's like so close. Tuesday. All right. Yep. All right. I'm going to go just stretch my legs briefly for a second, and then I'll be back. Yeah, I don't know, is game capture, it's ready to capture any full screen application, so let me turn off the video and, I don't know, let the game come up. All right. I'll be back. Give me a couple minutes while I just stretch. Fuck, I just realized I forgot to get to the get through the Alright, before I do that I realize I actually need to change my tags and stuff on right. Europa Universalis 4. 76 viewers. Lots of followers though. Alright, retro games, no. Retro Resident Evil, survival horror. Alright. Europa Universalis IV. EU IV. Grand Strategy. Grand Strategy, Paradox Interactive. That's good enough. Alright. See if this goes through. I had the Phase Saga collab like running on my phone. I was watching that, but gotta focus. Got my own stream and my own losers who follow me to watch. Oh, I lowered the music, didn't I? There we go. Turn the music a little bit. Alright, where the fuck are we? Provence still exists. Fuck, where am I in my missions? 1 second. God damn it, I keep on forgetting about that. I didn't even do what I wanted to do. Give me a second. There we go. Alright. I need to beat the shit out of Spain. That's what I need to do. And also Portugal at some point. It's just like ridiculous how much Portugal can like colonize. Like this is totally ahistorical and it like breaks my brain. It breaks the game that you can just colonize this far out here. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, an agenda is about to expire. What was this? Any of the own province in the Indonesian charter, spices are close. So I need to go balls to the wall out here. Spices. You like, it's 1. As a port. Alright. Was I in a war? Alright. 1 claim out here. They need to take this, like this port as well. Yeah, I gotta take this one. Yeah. Brunei's got a claim on it. I don't care. And Sambas. So yeah, we gotta iron that out real quick. What is their alliance structure though? Kutai. Yeah, this guy up here. Might want to move fast to just take this and then let this lie. Build a fort here, right? Yeah, level 4 fort, shipyard, workshop. I need some indentured Chinese labor in here to develop this place. Who the fuck am I even colonizing? God, this fucking mess. Sort of lock them out. I could get this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 all in over here at this point. If anything, I should be sort of like moving out here, trying to maneuver out here. Castile took Midway Islands. Ugh. Like, you have to set some limits at some point for how much colony you can have underneath you. What is it? I just remembered. How much does this add? Where does it say how much governing capacity this shit takes up? Oh man. Oh wait, not this province. Local development plus where there's a will, there's a way. 6%. Where does it say how much governing capacity this place costs? Whatever. That's gotta be the first order of business to make the burgers happy. Global trade, we're 8 years out from that happening. And, well, we're well above, who are your fucking enemies? Ming, Jaunpur, and the Mamluks. Hold up, before I do that, where am I? Bafmanis, Spain. I don't care about the Turks. They're still allied with Portugal. And they like Portugal more than me. Alright, I think I could do this with just this guy. Alright, how many of the troops they got? Whatever that country is. So they got max 32 troops. Alright. Can I sell titles? I don't want to sell titles. Then it's about to expire. National debate available. Grant new world charters. I don't need an explorer with 90 tradition. Colonial venture. No. I want the +1 colonists, so let that shit go. Did I get the early industrialization mission? Yes. What's my naval capacity at? I need more man of wars, that's what I need. I don't even know how I'm building at this point, fuck it. Alright, and we'll build some sort of building somewhere. I can't build one of these. What about regimental camp? In Calais, Hampshire. Not Gloucester. What am I thinking? Lancashire. Yes. Build another building. Bedfordshire. Over there. Yes. No. Russia. What happens with them if they Sweden is blobbing. They're allied with Transoxiana. A Russian noble succeeds to the throne. They don't have anybody. It's just the vast horde of the Commonwealth, which they've got 156 soldiers versus, holy shit, the Ottomans. Dear God. Oh, they don't have any manpower. If these two go at it, it's going to be hell on earth. All right, focus. We need to... What is this? The Eastern Fleet, Third Fleet, and Hugh Tabel with Siege 3. That's useful. I need to see where the rest of my Alright, so this is the home fleet. Royal Navy. Transport Fleet 1. No, 2, because it's all the way out there. This is our trade fleet doing the best it can out here. Need to beat the shit out of the Huron eventually at some point. Maybe once more after France. Nova Hollandia. Alright, what am I doing? I was going through my armies. 4th Fleet. That's a home transport fleet. Third Fleet, sure. Who are you guys? You're just going over to help out? Is there another army? Hold up, so I have First Army, Army of Ireland, the Army of Scotland, Expeditionary Force. For expeditions to the far unknown. He's 0 siege. This sucks. What's he his capacity at? Let's give it a month or two. What is it? Let him regain some strength. When does this expire? I got 3 years. Okay, but oh, it already just turned 92, so I got actually 2 years more or less. No, let that go. Come back for it later. Give it another month, then we gotta go. Alright, A. No, y'all can keep drilling. My army perfect. Alright, what is this? Rebel Uprising in Atachi. Pensacola, whatever the fuck they can, my colonies can deal with it. Let's take the fort before anything else. In Newcastle. I don't know what I just blew money on there. I don't have a problem with governing capacity. That's not really the problem here. Hampshire? No, I'm gonna save money for right now. Zero from leader siege. You took Perak and that's all you can do. Excellent. Well, we've locked these people in, so Spain can't get there, so let me see if I can take this one island. Let's see if it lands. Da 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 da. I don't need Portugal's help in this. I don't care about Dortmund either. I don't need to be defender of the faith. Alright, hold up. Oh, I guess I can't build it there because... Alright, fuck it. I'm like super investing over here. Can't drag out this war too long. Captured 4 ships. There's gotta be this, it's the Sangyang. You just stand by there. Alright, I gave up on like trying to do any Connacht there, so this would be the next one. You're not gonna... Oh, he's got a 3-star. Dumfries. An excellent initiative. That's 4 local unrest. There's no unrest here. Norway's got a claim on this. Sure, since you're fighting against the Spanish. Damn, this is actually a dead even fight. This is the province I want. Plus, it's got a fort. We will fight them there. Wow, holy shit, they just went through that. Just pouring everything into Singapore. We had a truce with Holland. Oh, let me establish some foothold here first. Oh. This one got debunked. Or got bumped off. Because I guess the tribe migrated in there. Ah, I'm paused. No wonder the game moves so slowly. Keep it going. Alright, Cebu's next. Let me take one guy and just, I don't know, start. I gotta move up here. Try and cut off Portugal from expanding even further. How are my subjects even handling? Who's got the 13 colonies? And I don't even have any tariffs on them. They're just getting too big for me. Oh, I can pay off their debt. That barely moved anything. They have expansion ideas, so yeah, they should be colonizing on their own at this point. Probably should get some Southeast Asian islands out here somewhere. The Gilbert Islands, the Marshall Islands, Kiribati. Where's Fiji? Vanuatu. I swear that was probably like British territory at some point. Samoan Islands. Tuvalu. I'll take Vanuatu. Alright. Oh, somebody's coming in from the south. Solomon Islands. Vanuatu. Go. It's actually pretty dangerous up there. I thought it's, man, not having a siege pip on your general out here sucks. Not Calais. I don't know why I did that. Alright, what is it? It's the Diplotech one. Neighbor bonus. Alright. So honestly, I should be saving. Alright, yeah. So the next thing, we have to wait for trade. So I should be just stocking up mana power for when the institution arises so I can try and spawn it. Mar Prelate Tracts. Dissatisfied with the conservative establishment of the Anglican Church, a group of Puritans writing under the pseudonym Martin Mar Prelate began publishing a series of scathing pamphlets directed at the church leadership. The bishops of Great Britain, according to these writers, are proud, popish, presumptuous, profane, paltry, pestilent, and pernicious prelates who usurp the authority from God. These tracts have garnered public attention and risk making a mockery of the establishment, lest something be done about them. Ignore this response. This nonsense. Pamphlet wars. Yearly prestige. Find and arrest the authors. I got more admin power. Fine, I'll take the hit to yearly prestige. No fucking autonomy. Speaking of which, let me just do a quick check. Where's my highest autonomy? Singapore, yeah, that makes sense. Desmond. I can't lower it. I do have this. I assume it'll alert me because it does give me when alerts when edicts are pointless. Russia is just not faring well this this game. Oh my god, this has gone on for like 2 years. Holy shit, this is probably gonna expire. Can I get a piece? Just made it. Just made it. Wow. Alright. The Huron will form a coalition because of this war out here. They shouldn't even know that this war happens. Alright. Take it. Yeah, trade company. Trade company. You can seize land. No, the clergy's gonna get upset. Oh, what was this? Oh, I get the mission. Kutai and Brunei area. Unlock the Spice Parliament Acts issue. Oh, so I got claims on all of this island, but not here. Because this formed what would be British Malaysia. Gonna let that go. Get this fucking land. God damn it. Get ready to move over there and secure that place. I don't need it. I don't care about summoning a diet right now. Hold up. This is how I do it. I do it by like... Yeah, there. This has a manufactory, right? No, it doesn't. The marketplace, honestly. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And this is the copper. Crush them. I'm really gonna wait until we have. Oh, I just realized the church power is probably up. Yeah, we're at max. So, I don't know. And Port Heretics. Yep. Oh. Dilute. I lost something with the. God damn it. Alright. You go here. You know what? This is the next war that we need to do, is I need to fucking kill all these guys. This is what, alright, this is gonna be the next thing that we focus on out here, is fucking blowing out these guys. Alright. Mothball S. I have no diplomats to send. Are you kidding me? No, I'm just gonna mothball these ships. Fuck them all. I'm not gonna mothball them. I'm gonna kill them all. Why did I send this this guy over here? Disable automatic transportation. Is that why he ended up over here? Oh, all my Man of Wars finally came in. Fifthly, diplomatic power. Sure, I'm low on diplomatic power right now. You know what? You go back. You probably came over here because I Yo. Oh, expensive edicts. How's the autonomy out here, though? So, yeah, we'll switch to, centralization effort. Meanwhile, out here... Alright, where is the least, the Pale? So, yeah, this area is, more important. Force religious unity. At the Pale. There we go. No autonomy out here. I don't even know what I'm doing out here. I'm just blowing money on everything I can. Got somebody here. I got somebody here. Somebody's going to Vanatau. Landlocked province. Man, where is there else to colonize? Fucking Norway, all the way out here. I don't know, let's shore up the coast out here. Got the Spice Island things, I got Australia. Take the Indian West Coast. Push into India. Jesus. Conquer Bengal. Yeah, next, no, first fight is, I need to fucking finally deal with these fuckers. Alright, the colonies are handling themselves out here in the New World. Need you to go up here for a second to so we can steal some maps. I just realized I have this whole spy network going up here. Probably don't need it for right now. We'll get to Baumanis later. God damn it. Covert actions. Steal maps of, I don't know, Western India. Steal maps of the Coromandel. There we go. We got everything. But that, no more spy work out there. There we go. Sure, I'm feeling generous. Really? Yeah, they don't have the forces to stop that. God damn it. Fine, Sweden. Dude, do not tax the colonies. That's what makes them fucking go nuts. They tell, well, when we look to the west, we notice the sun setting. When the sun sets, it means that a new day ends, a new one will begin, and a new cycle is bestowed upon us by the gods. Many of our people are curious about to see what awaits at the end of the cycle and are preparing to set sail towards the setting sun. The sunrise invasion causes belly nations in Far East and China. On nations in the unlock the sunrise invasion causes belly on nations in the Far East and China subcontinents, allowing us to take provinces from there for 90% the cost. Aztec gets Pacific voyaging until the end of the game. Combat penalty when landed. What the fuck? They barely exist at this point. Here's a Kokome. Oh, they're allied with Spain. Oh, and they converted, so no wonder they're safe. Oh, I forgot to sync all these things, all these guys up. What are you doing? You're just... Oh, you're pirate hunting. I'm just realizing that. These are personal union with Oldenburg. I swear there was a thing to put an heir on the throne. It's not proclaim guarantee, send warning, relations actions. Oh no, it was like favors. Paid favors for ducats. Request relative as heir. Regency Council at the moment already has a valid heir. And I got plenty of favors to burn with them on this. Bohemian Purge of Brandenburg Heresy. Catholic versus Protestant. Here's something to keep myself occupied with. Alright, no. Influence Nation. Force peace against Brandenburg. You need to have a Brandenburg opinion. Sure. Let's see if we can get in on this. Taxation of the clergy. Tolerance of heretics minus 20. 5 loyalty. Lose. Nope, not going to lose stability. Why am I getting this creepy? What the fuck is this music? Whispering Forest. Take the inflation. Can I should have, that should be enough, so let's yeah, turn down inflation a bit. No, wait, I was gonna build a goddamn manufactory here because it's useful. Whispering Forest turns into a metal song. Are you kidding me? Trade station. Yeah, we're gonna build a plantation here more than anything else to pump out spices. Let's do it over here. That's good enough. What's over here? Copper. It's destroy the church. And we're gonna build a weapons manufactory out here. Shit, I'm blowing money when I said I was gonna do something else. Right, you guys, we're going over here. 20. How many diplomatic relations do I have? 6 out of 7. Their enemies are Sweden, but their rivals are Naples, Bohemia, and Saxony. They don't want a royal marriage. What can I expand it on? Nope, not yet. You go up over here and hold down this territory. I'm gonna keep sending something until that lands. I'm gonna fight that fight longer than I should. Newfoundland's primary culture is Walloon, but has accepted Laurentian, Huron, Anishinaabe, but none of the Highlander. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Spanish East Timor. It's open season on Portugal and Austria will come to our side, but not Burgundy. Distant war. I have to go to war with Spain directly to get Burgundy, like, involved. Get Holland, I get Portugal will be on sides, unfortunately. They're positive, but they still want to see her. Oh, no, wait. They're allied to the enemy. It's like, how do I get Portugal, they're in royal marriage with Spain, so they're in the same dynasty, so they could end up in a personal union, so it might happen at some point. Naval equipment manufactory. Oh, yeah, that's another war I can get involved in. Oh, there's barely anything here, so go fight. There's no territory that Morocco controls, so go hunt enemy fleets in the Mediterranean. Go there. And then just carpet siege shit. That's all you need to do. Wait for, start this pretty soon. Yep. Oh, let it take effect. Yeah, there we go. What is this? Batu Khan? Yeah, it's Batu Khan again. That song is making the rounds way too much. PR Australia. we need to build a plantation out here. Constructing trade state. Deconstructing. Oh no. Oh fuck. I don't have the space to do that yet. Damn it. There we go. Chester. Where's Chester? Over here. It's got an impressment office. I can make naval equipment manufacturer here too. Already has one manufacturer. Fuck. Alright, whatever. About over here. Sailor modifier, sure. Why is this grayed out? That's weird. Production house. What else is there to build here? Alright, just let the money keep on rolling in for a bit. You just stand by for a minute. Oh god, there goes the Spanish armies. Not fine. Just focus on sieging territory. Really? The Savoyans are getting all the way out here in this business? Australia has no forces to defend itself. Alright, I should actually mobilize the fleet out here. No debate in Parliament. Start debates. Another colonist. Always another colonist. Private MP, exempt impressment. 0 proceeds. Administrative support. Exempt conscription. There we go. Somebody's still going there. I just realized not... Okay, so none of these are... so a bunch of these provinces aren't actually in the trade company. Oh, fixing that now. I could take Panama. Yeah, I'll let it go. Should I try and take Vancouver? Can I even get there? This province is too far away. And just let the game play. Alright. Dude, get the fuck up here. I'll take this as a chance to absorb all of them. Sure. Where is that? All the way out here? Okay. Jesus. Alright, damn, I didn't realize. Oh man, they've been, it's gonna be Nicaragua and Costa Rica. You don't have any troops over here. Really? Any of them will work. I could spend some money upgrading Wales, of all places. Oh wait. Not done integrating. Damn it. Oh man, I could just pour stuff into Oxford, couldn't I? University, sure. Barracks. Training fields. Oh, that went through everything. 100% manpower modifier. Yes. Well, it's fucking cow territory, so what do you want from me? Where? Daruk. Annex migratory tribe. Take all their money. Oh, hey. 30 Years War is getting ready to set up. It's joined the Catholic League. Ugh, I need to be ready to stay out of that shit. I don't need legitimacy. Consort of the people, yes. Sure. Alright, one over there. Alright, colonize Chile. Oh look, that's where France decided to go. I don't know, I'm doubling down on South Africa right now. For whatever reason. I could create Taiwan. I should probably do that. Next one I do, I'm going to set up to go after... Are they still at war? Conquest of Chile. Rename Purge of Brandenburgian heresy. I'll come to a... Yeah, let's see here. Enforce peace on Brandenburg. At least, so I just need to... Alright, can I give them a gift? I don't even have that money. Should have the fleet prepared to help. Kind of nothing going on over here. Where's the... Yeah, get ready to stand out over here. Against Verdun. So... Okay. That should be enough. Now I'm at war with man, I'm at war with so many goddamn people at this point. How many wars do I want to get in? If anything, I'll bring up the other army up here to help. I'm going to take this one fort for the Portuguese and then... Sure. God damn, I am in too many wars. Alright, so hold on. Alright. Alright. Another colonist. Okay, if another one frees up somewhere else, you try and like crawl in here as much as possible. I'm now in 4 different wars. You can't see it because I'm blocking it, but Jesus Christ, this is bad. Am I at war with on the continent over here? Oldenburg. No, that's Friesland. Porcelain Meissen. Dresden gets base 4 production, lose weapons manufacturer, gain mill. Price of China were changed by minus 50%. Saxony gains 20 prestige. Okay. So China ware has become less valuable. Sucks to be China. Liberty, desire, and subjects. Oh, that's always nice. Spend more money on getting more troops. Hold up. I'm gonna create a template, make this a little bit easier for myself. Base 1. $97 days here. I always have colonialism Colossus belly. Alright. Alright, let's wrap some of this shit up. Yeah, let's finish this up. Get up there and chase them down. I want all their money. Alright, yeah, back out. I need to go focus on this continental war. Oh look, and Newfoundland is out here helping. Why do you have... Oh, no, wait, that's Spanish East Indies. I don't think my British West Indies have any troops to them. Oh, wait. Hey. Did I not join in on the war? Did I deny them? Heretic religion, total... Did I not join in on this war? Did I didn't break the alliance, did I? No, so they're still going after them, but... Yeah, get over here and pick up our guys. I don't need helping out Portugal as much. Damage received by 15 for 15 years. Wolgaster separatists. All right, hold up. I'm gonna, before I forget, I'm gonna blow money on this. On a... Oh wait, they had a trade station. I completely messed that up. I'm an idiot. Anhalt, Stettin, and Magdeburg. Let's march in there and help keep the capital up. We're going to attack. Let's go through here. Avoid a river crossing issue. We've got time. All right, well, we're committed out here. They're only at war with Verdun. They already lost it. You interested in a dynastic alliance? Sure. Fine, since you're being so difficult about it. Yeah. Wait, did I not? I thought I annexed them. Hold up, let me load the... just a month ago and make sure I get that right. That was bullshit. I just didn't pay attention to there. Fuck. Alright, you're being difficult, so sue for peace. There we go. Yep, go back up to Singapore and... you two, more or less. Working on a trade station. No, that's gonna go to Australia. Don't worry about it. Grant New World Charter, Colonial Venture. Was it Colonial Venture? No, I need the colonists, which is more important. This army isn't done getting set up yet. Go land over there and you're gonna take Verdun. I don't need a diet right now. I don't need a diet of the houses. Alright, what's your base? What's your resting at? Equilibrium is currently... Alright. Maybe one for the clergy. They're pretty non-influential at this point. Strong duchies. Nobody... Liberty, desire, and subjects. I may need to keep that around. But right of council. They're at 67 right now. Sure, let me nuke that. Their equilibrium is still at like 58%. I do like the anti-decay thing. Kildarian separatists? Are you kidding me? Really? Tunis. What are you doing, buddy? Portugal, you can have that territory. I don't want it. No, not a good advisor. Discipline, reinforce speed, fort defense. Sure, discipline. Can upgrade this guy. Not sure if there's a point to it right now. Issue the royal warrant. Trader, advisor, at least skill 3. Damn. Royal chart. Damn. What do I need? I need a trader. Colonial governor, diplomat. So I guess I'll just wait till this next guy dies. Here, Brandenburg, let me help you siege that down. What was I doing? Yeah, get up here to Singapore. We could go after Brunei while we're here. Oh, these are temporary claims, so I should probably press them. But I have a truce with these guys, don't I? So I gotta capitalize on this shit while I can. Spain is privateering out here? What the fuck? Alright, what am I doing? Oh yeah, we're laying siege. Wait, hold up. Spain, they're allied with them. What the fuck? Norway's Protestant. Why are they? Oh, gee. Oh, jeez. Bye-bye, Russia. The Muslim hordes are overrunning you, and the Poles to the west. Oh, that's not nice. Who has become self-sustaining. Ship dot to Awama. I have one more. Where do I need to put it? I said I was going to go here. This is the fertile place. Yes, we will have a British colony existing out here. British Taiwan. Alright, the next thing, if anything, I should build is... Here. Great base. Hold up. I can have, damn, I can have way more infantry. So let's so no, I'm just gonna like, I don't know, 16 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I'll draw more from Wales, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Give this to Brandenburg, so if they want it, they can have it. Sure, encourage innovativeness. Brandenburg, you want it? You got it. Captured 4 ships. Send them to Hull. Like, I only had 43 of these things, right? What are the rest of them? What are these ships? No, I think I had like 2 in here. What the fuck? Man, I had fewer ships in here than I thought. Or there was a lot of junk ships in there. Frisia, okay. Brandenburg wants to blob. I'm all fine in helping them with that. They also have Hamburg. I'm paused. Who's this one? The Royal Marines. Discipline plus 5%. Shock damage received minus 10. Affects only Marine units. Alright then. The Redcoats. Have at least 120k manpower. 40% army professionalism. Has an army attrition of 60 or greater. Where's my army tradition? Shit. I'm not in enough wars. And my army professionalism is too low. Let's go out and take this. Brandenburg sure. I've now stretched myself very thin by deciding to join a war with the, throwing my lot in with Brandenburg. Hey, can you give me fleet basing rights, please? Kings County next. Ireland has core on this. Ormond has core on this. Oh, that's right, because I had Ireland as a principality underneath me. Let me see here. What is there to do in Chester? What about York? Textile manufacturing. Cumbria. Barracks. Yeah. Soldier's house. Had to exit out of all of them. What the fuck are these ships? I'm just gonna mothball them. Fuck it. I'm still at war with Morocco, but they're already on the losing end of that shit, of that fight. $16 Roman. All right, let's bump it up to 6. More Royal Marines. And I'm out of money. No idea what's out here, but alright. Oh, that looks like a pretty good place. So let's keep on working on the Southeast Pacific out here. It's Portugal. Yeah, Portugal's got a little claim out here. I know I should be moving to take out, what's its face? Bachmanis. Try and take them down a peg. But what is France doing out here? I think I'm gonna capitalize and take this out. And chew off a piece of Brunei. Who are they friends with out here? Pahang and Jambi. Tributary state of Malacca. Current wars. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little bit bored with this right now for whatever reason. I might call stream early for tonight. Let's at least get this war going. And finish up whatever's going on with Morocco. Wait, that's naval equipment? That's always useful. So, hold up. Back off this. Take this last scrap of fucking land. And let's pre-position you over here, and we're gonna take out Brunei. Am I at war with now? No, I don't need Portugal's help. Sure. Why are we at war with Utrecht? Oh no, is he gonna expand into here? Oh, they want Ostfriesland. Shit. Am I now at war with out here? Keep on going. Nope. Really? Beating the shit out of them. You know what? Oh, too late. Nah, fuck. Should've paid attention to that shit. Enforce Surdom. No, we need to move out of the past. There we go. They got nowhere left to run. Capture 2 ships, which are, yeah, these things. Fuck it, I don't need them. Oh, they're colonizing, oh, the Sulu Islands. I'm at war with them. Interesting. They can't even siege down Singapore. This out. Everything going well on the European continent. Let's not order ships yet. Oh, they're retreating into... Well, let me capture this territory, and then after that up here, and then let's go finish off that little piece of land. Three trade ships, not the worst thing in the world. There we go. Just cross with easily with my ships already in place. And the Royal Marines, so they don't get a crossing, or they get reduced crossing penalties. Go in. Alright, yep, we're gonna... Hi, you're gonna regret this. What do I need? Deport heretics. They need the siege down here. Anything useful to put out here? I do need to invest in manpower out here, and this is a place of anything to do it with. Place with lots... run out of money. Never mind. Why do I get iron equality problems? I don't want this. Portugal, you have it. Another war. Oh, am I at war with fucking Provence now? Jesus. But because of which war? I am in so many goddamn wars. No, no taxing the 13 colonies. They're already like overstretched. They're already too much of them as is. And Australia also wants it too. Alright, Tunis is finally out. I don't have a great colonial empire yet, unfortunately. I didn't spread out far enough. Actually, wait. I think 26 is the max that this fleet can hold out here. Yeah. I could build some more. Oh, looks like Sulu's trying to be a hero out here. We'll get to them later. Oh, they got printing press. Minus for a ducat. Settler chance plus 2%. There we go. How did this go? Removal of clergy's privileges. Bow before your emperor. 50 church power. Papal state. Fuck the papal state. I'm already at war with them, aren't I? Alright, hold on. What did I get this for? Utrecht will cede Groningen to Brandenburg. Oh, so now they're eating into Dutch territory. Fuck. I didn't want that. I should have held on to that territory. Utrecht and all such will give up claims in Brandenburg. Utrecht will be forced to give 10%. Utrecht will pay 235 ducats to Brandenburg's allies, and we'll get 133 of that. Nice. A defender of Brandenburg suffers a base of 10.9. Alright. Where are you even going? Oh yeah, we're in this war now. You. God damn. I'm all up in Hull. Hunt enemy fleets in the Mediterranean. Not useful yet. Anhalt, Magdeburg, Stettin. Penang is being a pain in the ass here. Oh my god, how about... Oh, it's only 19. I could take another privilege away from them. They get pissed, though. Still at 58%, so if I took away aristocratic counselors, that would be useful. Ship trade power plus 10%. Not sure if I want to do it. Oh my god. Fine. Let's burn off. You go down there and just sit. Oh god. Tropical, jungle, rainforest. Sure. Local commanders to remain a David. Yeah, give it to him. Ugh. We have won the Siege of Clèves, and it's occupied by Burgundy. You know what? King, you stand by over here. Who else are we at war with? Who the fuck are you? Do you want this one last piece of territory? Is that all you want, Portugal? There you go. Have it. Oh, I didn't realize this territory is occupied right now. Man, there's tons of forces out here and shit. Jesus, I didn't realize that. Alright, Kings County, Anglican, Anglican, there you go. Last one. What is this even song? Pipers lead your clansmen. How did Venice get all this? Oh no, they just, they had this territory before. Get up there and collect them. I'll keep that cog for now. What's this area? South China Sea? Yeah, let's do South China Sea. Oh no, I lost the siege. Man, I really like let it go out here. No, you got it on my terms, motherfucker. Don't want their territory. Fish and nah. We'll get into it later. What else is there? What else can I get out of them? Pillage capital? That's not going to do anything. Just leave it at that. Like, you're my bitch now, but on a weird, like, trade level where you can still pretend to be in charge to your own people. Man, we're sieging down Rome. Epic. Australia is bringing in gold. No, get over here and fucking fight, you fucking coward. Yeah, chase them to the ends of the earth. Hold on one second. The Moluccas, aka the Philippines. So, no, I don't want that territory. Papal State will cede Ancona to Naples. Clèves will be forced to give Burgundy 10% of their income each month to pay the war, for war reparations. So last 10 years. Clèves will convert to Catholic. Clèves will pay 40 ducats to Burgundy of its allies. We'll get 5.49 of that. Right, you wanted a dynastic action. There you go. I want you standing by up here. Man, the war with Morocco is taking for fucking ever. Jesus. Man, Normandy and Gascon going way out there. Jesus. No, not that one. Excellent. Go there. Alright. What's next? What am I even doing? Did I not... I sent somebody there, and then... What the fuck? Somebody colonizing here. That's Fiji. Okay. I thought I'd send somebody out here. Yeah. It's good enough. Yeah, they're beaten. That's all we have claims on. War reparations. Should wait. I don't need to break down their alliance structure, but you're also going to transfer your trade power to me. Yeah. And just to bully Sulu slightly. There we go. I do have a lot of wars going on. Where the fuck even is this one? All the way out here. Oh yeah, my colonies are handling it. What the fuck? I'm at war. Man, I'm at war with all these fuckers. God damn. No, this goes to the 13 colonies. By Holland. Nope, that goes to the 13 colonies too. I don't even have any presence out here. This is so retarded. Hobson. Our vassal smugglers. Force them to stop smuggling. Australia's opinion minus 25 state smuggling will be removed from Australia. No, I don't want more liberty desire, so Australia can just eat it. We've lost the trade protection causes belly against... Alright. What was this? Hobson. So they had to spit off a vassal. They're the same military tech as I am, right? Yeah, this is ridiculous. Spices. I can't build anything. They already have a trade station. Or a plantation. Alright. Let's see what happens to these other two wars. And I think I might call it a night. I don't know why. This isn't keeping my attention as much as I would want it to. Going for 3 hours. I can call that good enough. We're not going to get to the whatchamacallit. Not going to get to the English Civil War before, unless I go like for an all-nighter. And honestly, I want to go out and eat somewhere. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since I went to the theater. So I'm thinking go out and like go to a Shake Shack or Five Guys to get something to eat. Tide me over for the night. I know I'm supposed to be dieting, but... Alright, I'm allied with them. I'm royal married to them. Box will prevent Brandenburg from calling in offensive wars. Like, Brandenburg, I want you to go into expansive wars. Do it. I dare you. I fucking dare you. Go into the wars. I'll back you up. Alright, let's see, wait out these wars and see what happens. Can I build the Tower of London? What do I need for that one? Sure, let's wait for that to upgrade that. Prayers to saints. Oh yeah, right. Protestants don't like saints. 15 church power, local missionary strength in the Yorkshire area. I don't care. Sure. National, local unrest. Over here. Don't need that. Oh wait, I was gonna save up for national wonder, so let's go with that for the time being. To tea. Good, because we're Brits and we need tons of tea. Alright. Damn. Burgundy beat them out. And Ming is really behind. When is the Ming explosion gonna happen? Nivik. Oh man, they're expanding into there? Okay. Oh man, well, there goes Vancouver is now becoming Portuguese. Again, some sort of max capacity for colonization needs to be instituted. Hopefully, with EU5, they'll fix that. Hold up 1 second. Still a little bit of autonomy, so... There we go. Oh, hey. The institution can spawn. Man, everything is teed up there where it can land on me. It just needs to run. So, if anything, I'll run this to... I might call it quits once I just get that, to see if I get it, to see if I've done enough. Eruption of Hapatoya. Price of grain and price of wine minus 75% across the globe. Holy shit. They have a lot more troops than us. And perhaps a bigger navy as well. Mine is far more spread out. Lubeck! Can I just declare war on them? Show superiority. Oh no, but I'm gonna call in the entire fucking... Likely accept. Add towards enemies. Defensive war. Bohemian diplomatic reputation. Motherfuckers. One last war against the fucking Huron. Yeah, because they got a permanent claim there, so... Might as well. Pacha Federation. We forced to give so no territory from them. Are we even fighting out over here? The Acoma Federation, all the way out here. Man, there should not be any Europeans fucking around in the Southwest at this point in the 1600s. So we need to join the Protestant League. Stettin and Magdeburg. Alright. Sweden declared war on Denmark. Go at it. Admiral Adelphus Cromwell. Get up to Hampshire. Where's my mercantilism at? It's at 30%. Do I have a trader waiting around? Trader. There we go. Royal Charters government reform. 50% government reform progress. Where's the Royal Charters government form? I picked aristocratic court. Are you kidding me? States General, Royal Decree. I might have to go back for that later. Superiority of the state. We need court ideas. Dynastic administration strengthened. Lock-in proviso. Royal Charters. This one gives me an extra colon. Whatever. I'm kind of over colonists at this point. National unrest. Stability modifier -50. Can establish trade protectorates. Oh, that's useful, so I can beat the shit out of people out here and then make them all my trade protectorates. So I go after, what was this face over here? Do I have a truce with them? Who can I declare a trade protectorate on? Hold up. Let me go to Vijayana, or let me pick a small piece of shit nation that I could possibly make a trade protectorate out of. Would be under economic actions. I need to look at it. How do I, where do I do with trade protectorates? I probably need to go to war with some, I need to be in a war with somebody to even figure it out. Actually, let me take 5 seconds to look this up. Actually, you know who can ask me better is ChatGPT. What are trade protectorates in EUIV, and how do I get one? Is a special type of subject nation that can only be established under the specific conditions and is entirely focused on boosting your trade power, not expanding your territory. I'm fine with that. Overlord EU gains a large share of the subject's trade power in its home trade node. The subject remains independent militarily and diplomatically. You don't get their land. You can't call them wars. You can't annex them. The subject can't rival you, and you can't ally, guarantee, or royal marry them. It's primarily a trade tool, not a territorial military one. Essentially, they exist to funnel trade wealth from weaker non-European nations to your trade empires. I'm okay with this. You must be in a Western or advanced tech group. We're still running on that? I thought they were trying to like scrub tech groups as much as possible out of the game. Since they put in institutions. Are typically meant for advanced nations to protect in quotes primitive or non-Western nations. Target must be a lower tech group, Indian, Chinese, Sub-Saharan, or just a nation that's behind you technologically. They cannot already be a subject, no vassals, PUs. You must be able to demand it through war. It's peace treaty option. You declare war and in the peace deal make trade protectorate cost. Once enforced, you become your trade protectorate. You get 50% of their trade power in their home node. You get a small liberty desire based on your relative strength. They can break free if they westernize or advance to the same tech group as you. You cannot annex or integrate them. Let's say you're Portugal, you fight Vienna in a war and make a trade protectorate instead of taking provinces. Protectorates are removed in patch 1.29 Manchu and later reworked. In modern version, protectorates no longer exist in the base game. Instead, trade company can... Wait, what? No. This is what I get for trusting ChatGPT. There's got to be a nation I should try it out on. What's this one? Peoria? Can I covert agitate for liberty, build spy network, fabricate claim, justify trade conflict? Let me work on somebody like, I don't know, Malacca, tributary state of Malacca, tributary state of Malacca. Man, Malacca really needs to get taken down a fucking peg. Whatever. So they got 32,000 troops, and they're still allied with fucking Bengal. Alright, let's not pick on them. Tributary of Ming, I don't want to deal with that. They're also tributary of Lanzhong. It's actually pretty big. Who could I pick on? Tributary of Kutai, and I don't have a truce with them. Fuck it. Build spy network real quick. Let me see if this keeps my attention enough. What are these things? I probably need more galleasses more than anything else. I was saving up for, but let me get more Man of Wars also. Looks like the Yakoma Federation finally fell. Where's this guy? Oh, yeah. Who's colonizing here? Are you kidding me? Who the fuck is this? Hadramut. They're trying to colonize. Really, we're gonna have Muslim Arabs in the north in the Taipei area. This is so real. This is so real, it's unbelievable. Oh, that war finally ended. Jesus. Dutch Texas. What do you mean in this area? Coastal Prairie? This looks like this would be Houston area. And Corpus Christi, and then, I think this would be like the Texas border right here. Yeah, like so this territory or this territory, this would be Texas. This is not Texas. Because there's like the Rio Grande running up to it. This is all Texas. This would probably be Houston up here. Where the fuck is Dallas? There's Waco. So somewhere up here would be Dallas, I guess. This is just so historical. I love it. I'll do this, and I'll do a diet. Make them all happy. Donegal? Alright, I'm working on that one. What's this? Senegal, all provinces owned by Great Britain. Spices production, provinces at least 5. No, I'll just go with the clergy one. So we're in a good spot here. Oh wait, did I could have gotten another one, but we got the legitimation of power. Which one would I do? Let's see, maximum absolutism, stability hit to declare war -1. Aggressive expansion impact. The 6 Livres de Republique, minus 5 years separatism. Nah, fuck that. National unrest. 2 trees of government. Who's that by? Is that by Locke? Or is that Rousseau? I have no idea. Reduces parliament bribes by 50%. Max protocultures, expand administration costs -U. Can revoke seats in parliament. Leviathan. Liberty, desire, and subjects. Harsh treatment costs. Rebel expressive. Damn. I like that. Do not give any penalties. I don't care. Leviathan. That'll probably be the one I go with. Where? Missionaries arrive in East London. Tolerance of heathens. I'll go with that. I'm not looking to convert hard out here. Oh. I got it. Where did it land? Goods have been moved across continents since antiquity. But where is this previously been limited to a set number of routes and goods such as manufactured goods of India and China find their way across the Indian Ocean along the Silk Road? All trade has now increasingly become part of a greater world network. With discovery of the Americas, sea routes around Africa, and the crossing of the Pacific Ocean, local trade networks are being connected into one world-spanning interconnected web. Silver mine in the Andes is now being boxed and taken via Europe all the way to China. Silver in the Andes now being boxed and taken via Europe all the way to China and India. Iron mined and wrought in Scandinavia is being sold in West Africa by English merchants, and others are making a fortune just distributing cloth and spices within the Southeast Asian trade sphere. Local Indian merchants are investing in future European trade ventures. It may still be early to speak of a truly global economy, but surely the first seeds of it have been sown. Oh no, the downfall of humanity. Damn. Diplo power, admin power. We could spread that in development. Well, we got it so good right now. Local trade power. Plus 25 government reform process. Embracing the global trade institution will be vital for future advancement in technology. York gets global trade hub until end of game. Give local trade power plus 10%. Yep, I got it. Oh. I can immediately get some text. I should probably do that. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Fuck. I should have spent, I should have spent money on advancements. Why? Why is this not... It's useful because I have the... it's present here, so now it's useful here. But it's spreading everywhere. No, fuck off. Where's my spy? Oh, it's taking a while. Oh, man, I'm tired. I'm hungry. I am going to... Fuck it, since we're already here. Alright, where am I? I got one, let's see here. One in Canada, one in Australia, one over here. Oh, the one guy in Taiwan is finished. All right, fine, let's grab the rest of it. Then Hadramaut. God damn it. I was gonna spend money on development. No. So even with this, I'm like 21 years ahead of time. That's right, I had a guy working up here. Oh no, I'm out. I should have had him go back there. Damn it. Alright, what was I gonna do? Hobbesian. Yeah, Leviathan. That's useful because the 13 colonies is getting out of control. I don't care. You know what? No, I want to call it a night, so let's see here. Indebted to the burgers. Dear God, that's a lot of money. There we go. I'm too powerful. Well, except for Spain, because they're able to colonize... Oh, what the fuck? The Mamluks have got out there? Jesus. Why? Arid. There's not even a fucking, like, port out here. Why did they take that? Alright, I'm gonna save game and call it for a night. If anything, I'm just gonna let this, I'm gonna let this run in observer mode while I go out and eat somewhere. So, please excuse me. So yeah, that'll be all for tonight. Tomorrow night will be Detroit Become Human. I'm gonna continue playing that until, just run that through, and then I'll probably pick up Dark Souls. Because I probably, the original OG Dark Souls. I'm not going back as far as Demon Souls, but... yeah, and then, well, this will be the last EU4 stream, at least for a while. Maybe I might want to come back and finish this, so maybe I should save this as, last hurrah for... Save it as that so I know where to come back to it. Alright, so that'll be it for the evening. So, Detroit Become Human tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I'm gonna fire up EU5 because I want to try it out. Probably do something for Friday, Resident Evil, and then back to EU5 for Straturday, Saturday. So,